Hello, my name is Sarah Lee. I'm in the February 2011 Fundamentals of Physics class. My instructor's name is George Stewart, and this is my physics podcast. My physics podcast will demonstrate the relationship between mass and inertia. I'm going to push a chair 3 different times. Each time I'm going to add more mass to it. So I'm going to demonstrate that the amount of inertia depends on the amount of mass the object, which is the chair, has. Mass is the quantity of matter in an object, and no matter where you are, it stays the same. Inertia is the tendency of an object to resist change in its state of motion. All objects have inertia. However, the amount of inertia depends on the amount of mass an object has. Therefore, more mass equals more inertia. Smaller mass equals smaller inertia. I will now demonstrate how objects with more mass have more inertia, and objects that are easier to move have less inertia. I'm first going to push the empty chair across the tile. I don't need to use much force to push the chair because its mass is small. Therefore, the amount of inertia is small. Now I'm pushing a chair with more mass. It's my mom sitting in the chair, and now it is more difficult to move because the amount of mass has changed, which also affects the amount of inertia. And lastly, I'm pushing the chair with the most amount of mass, which is now my mom and dad sitting together on the chair. It is significantly more difficult to push the chair. The amount of inertia has greatly increased, which means that it is more resistant to change in its motion. So, as you can see, the empty chair was easiest to move because it had the least amount of mass, meaning it had least amount of inertia, so it didn't have much resistance to change. And the chair with both my mom and dad sitting on it was the most difficult to push, obviously, because it has the most amount of mass, but the inertia has increased as well, so its resistance to change in motion has increased. So that was my demonstration, and yeah, thanks for watching.